How's it going, everybody? Rifles, Rods, and Broads here. We are at the conclusion of the 76th annual Redondo Rod and Gun Club Surf Fishing Tournament. As you guys know by watching episode 8, this is a great tournament. This is the conclusion of it. We did 1 week long of surf fishing. And again, it was brought to you by none other than the Redondo Rod and Gun Club. We had so many sponsors here that helped support this event, from HoneyBadger Baits, Friedman Adventures were here, Angler R, Angler Wear, Promar Ahi, so many sponsors that help put this event together, and every year it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. We doubled the amount of fishermen that were out there fishing local California waters and surf this year in 2024, and we look to grow this tournament more and more and more and more. So as surf fishing gets better and better, look next year in 2025 for the 77th annual Redondo Rod and Gun Club Surf Fishing Tournament. Usually happens around May, June. Stay tuned to all your local socials when it comes to fishing, Friedman Adventures, of course, right here at Rifles, Rods, and Broads, and we'll give you more information. We had a lot of support from the local tackle shops that put this event together, and we're selling applications and getting fishermen into the event. We had tons of great prizes. We had a taco guy here, so everybody enjoyed food along with the entry fee. So if you like tacos, you like fishing, you like hanging out, having a good time on a great Sunday through a fishing tournament, this is the place to go, the Redondo Rod and Gun Club Surf Fishing Tournament. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go inside, we're gonna show you some of the action, some of the fun, we're gonna show you some of the raffle prizes, along with sharing with you the footage of our big winners of the 76th annual Redondo Rod and Gun Club Surf Fishing Tournament. And then even better yet, after that, we'll be talking with some of our sponsors that are here as a part of this fishing tournament. So keep it right here at Rifles, Rods, and Broads.
Well, thank you for participating in the 76th annual surf fishing tournament. There's a lot of points that are on this board and behind me. So without further ado, our tournament director, Fish, or Misha we call him, is going to announce the winners, and come on up and grab your winning prize. Let's give a hand to everybody. So let's just say, the Bard Surf Perch Prize, the $100 cash sponsored by the Redondo Rod and Gun Club, goes to Chris Ray. All right. Thank you, guys.
All right. Chris, congratulations.
This tournament right here brought out the best in me. Let me tell you, I've never fished so hard, ever, consistently, and it was a really big deal to me. My buddy Mitchell, right over there, I wouldn't have known about this tournament if it wasn't for him. So, Mitchell, you're a winner too. So, everybody, let's just keep the community tight with love and respect, so we are good role models in our industry for decades to come. I want to thank you guys again for this amazing journey, and looking forward to fishing with you all one day.
Thank you very much. Next, Yellowfin Croaker Prize, the $100 cash sponsored by none other than Breaker himself. So, all right. And the winner is Mitch. Come on out here. Yeah.
Oh, you might get followed up by this one.
Yeah, Mitch Herbert. Come on.
First of all, I just want to thank Chuck, Misha, everybody, Redondo Gun Club. Best group of guys. I started last year doing it with them, and it wasn't just about the tournament. Through the year, I made so many good friends. Phil, Chris, my other buddy Fish, Michael Lamone, the famous one.
Michael
and
Lamone.
Dan, his grandpa, and just everybody. I'm not forgetting any names. There's just everybody that we get to fish with. That's the fun of it. And, you know, it seems a little tough for a tournament, but honestly, a lot of people could catch these fish. Don't feel left out just because it's a big tournament. You could join, even if you're not getting all the fish, you're going to talk to like-minded people. The kids are welcome. Everybody is welcome. So that's what makes this whole thing. And so I just want to say thanks again to everybody. And the secret bait, if I could tell you, mussels, some lugworms. Just go in the surf, try a couple spots. Go to Santa Monica sometime. You might see me there. It's on fire.
That was a tip given, right?
Hey,
That was
and
a
you'll
tip.
see more. I might have a little more talking later. So I just want to say thanks again, guys. I love it. Thank you.
Congratulations. Here you go, Mitch.
Spot Fin Croaker Prize, $100 cash sponsored by none other than Redondo Rod and Gun Club. The winner is Chris Rick. All right,
guys.
Give me a little bit of
Thanks,
this.
guys. With the Spot Fin Croaker, let me tell you something. They were with the Red Tide. They weren't here, and then they were here. I caught 6. These are my best 5. I know I had other people chasing me too on my tail, and they were super close, but they didn't get it. And so I was just super happy to be a participant. And thanks again to all the sponsors and the Redondo Rod and Gun Club for having us. And thank you.
And here's the other one that we didn't give it.
All right, next, Corbina. All right, the Corbina Prize, $100 cash sponsored by the podcast Rifles, Rods, and Broads. All right, Corbina winner. Mitch, come on up. These guys are fishing hard. All right.
Once again.
All right. Yes. All right.
Yep. So with the Corbina, that was the first ones I started catching. That was on Saturday, Sunday. And I went surf fishing, and I was targeting yellowfin croaker, catching 10, 12-inch Corbina. And I'm thinking there's some guys that know how to hammer down. I thought I might even lost that Corbina category. And then I'm getting text messages from Chris and everybody. Look at these yellowfin croaker. Look at the spot fins. That's just the camaraderie that keep fishing. You never know if you're going to win. Even if you're not, you're catching fish. You're having a good time. And I was catching my lugworms from the surf, from the jetty. Don't be intimidated by trying to use light line. I even used heavy line and got them. So I think even if you just try a little bit, you could probably go get them. So that's my advice. Thank you, guys. Hey, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you again. Congratulations.
Javier Barrios. Come on up.
All right. Congratulations.
All right. Me a little love real quick.
I'm not the speech guy.
All right.
I'm the shy guy, so I'll have minimal words. I'm stoked to be here, and if it wasn't for my buddy Chris, I wouldn't be doing this. We were gonna fish together, but I just decided to do it on my own, you know? Dude.
Congratulations. So we've got 2 kind of surprise categories that we went this year. So obviously we're fishing with a bunch of killers here, right? You guys are good at what you do.
Look at their names.
Yeah, right. You guys are really good at what you guys do. Since this is the Redondo Beach Rod and Gun Club, we wanted to get the club members' total length of all fish caught in every species. So one participant in the tournament is going to win the award for the longest amount of fish.
So total points.
Essentially,
across
yeah.
all 5 categories in the Redondo Rod and Gun Club.
So that is going to go to
Jojo.
You know, I'm shy as well. I don't got a lot of words to say. No, but what I do want to say is, thank you everybody for participating. So give a round of applause to everybody that joined this year's surf fishing tournament. Being a part of the Redondo Rod and Gun Club, I'm super honored to get this award because we did fish hard. Surf fishing, living in Redondo, it's such a great place to surf fish. Being in the South Bay, you got to get out there. Proud of all the club members that went out there and started fishing. And, we've got some up-and-comers. Gio, this is his first time fishing. Give a round of applause to Gio. first time surf fishing, and he got himself some yellowfin croakers. And you know, Harry, I think you got a son that's hooked for life. So
Oh, for sure.
yeah,
He was out there early today.
he was out there early, and I know a lot of guys surf fished for, you know, every day or when they could, and that's the good thing about surf fishing, right? And we talked about community. Chris, you talked about community, and it's a community of surf fishermen, right? And it's what we love to do, and you can go out and do it because the beach is right down the road, and just go out, have some fun, and support. Like, look at all these great sponsors that we have on the wall. It's just fantastic. So we're just going to keep on growing. We got this crowd now. Back in the 1950s, the 7th annual, we posted an article that had 1,500
members.
1,500 people here at this club. So we're going to continue to grow this. The taco guy is going to have to make some more tacos. Right. So we're going to need some more meat, some more fish. But thank you guys very much. Mahalo. And I really appreciate it. And I'm super stoked. Very proud.
Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, very happy. And listen to Rifles, Rods, and Broads, Friedman Adventures. Here we go.
So the last award, we thought we'd mix it up a little bit. So I was on vacation the other day, and I found this trophy. So I thought, oh my God, I got to do something with this. Everybody that submitted a photo, and we picked out the smallest fish that was submitted. And the winner of the chicken dinner trophy is Andre. There's your trophy, buddy. Turn around so they can see it. Smallest fish submitted.
Well, thank you, Redondo Gun and Rod Club, and thank you for everybody participating. Friedman Adventures, man, thank you for putting us on the fish. It's all about the community. It's all about continuing to grow and teach the young ones to get out there and go fishing instead of playing video games and watching TV. This is amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
So we're gonna wrap it up as the tournament awards, and we're probably gonna go right into the raffle.
We're going to start on the raffle. First prize. 175. Marvin Laguna. Hey! Next one. 236. Jojo. Next ticket 060. Andre.
It's a great event for Redondo Rod and Gun Club. You know, let's do it one more time actually for Chuck, because we haven't recognized how much work he's by himself.
It's been fun. It's not so much about the prizes and this, that, and the other, but it's about, we had about double of what we had last year. Yep. And I'm hoping to double it every year. Yep. So it's great. Everybody's getting out there, hitting the surf, and just enjoying the fishing. You know, that's the passion. So let's do it again next year. We'll do it again.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, we've got the legend here, Phil Friedman.
You're scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Oh, I am not scraping the bottom of the barrel. Phil, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, Jojo. What an event, man.
Wasn't it a great day?
It really was. I mean, it's a celebration of the outdoors and surf fishing and the Redondo Beach Rod and Gun Club, and a lot of great people coming together. Great prizes, great food. How in the heck can you beat it?
Oh, you can't beat it. And we keep growing and growing
Yeah,
and growing.
like
the
double
tournament.
this year, right?
Double this year. And a lot of it thanks to your help. The Friedman Adventures, your podcast, your YouTube channel, everything that you're doing for fishermen here locally. We appreciate you, Phil, because you've really brought together the community. You're putting it out there on social media, providing the videos, getting everyone involved. So I really appreciate the help that you've been in supporting this tournament and everything to do with the outdoors and fishing.
Jojo, as I remember, you and Misha did that podcast, so really you guys were fantastic. You did such a great job, got a lot of views, and I know some of those people showed up here, so yeah, I just provided the platform. You guys took it from there.
Awesome. And
also,
the
same jerk, I must say, won the reel this year again.
Can you believe it? Who was that?
That was me.
Yeah.
2 years in a row.
Look at that.
Unbelievable, man.
So what's your next fishing
Good
trip?
things do happen to bad people. You know? My next fishing trip is, I think, June the 20th. Oh, no. It's June 11th through the 13th. We have a reverse 2.5-day trip.
Okay.
Leaves at 10 a.m. from 22nd Street Landing on the Apollo.
Okay.
So probably be focused on that big bluefin. And then June the 24th, we're doing a 5 a.m. departure back at 7:30 in the night on the El Patron. Probably going to Santa Barbara Island.
Awesome. And I've seen the bluefin starting to come up now.
Oh, they're biting now.
All I see are bloody decks on the boats.
Yes.
The bluefin are coming. Everybody was kind of scared at the beginning of the season.
Absolutely.
They were like, oh no, where did they go? Is this going to be? I mean, you were saying maybe it's albacore year.
Yeah, I've been saying that for 3 straight years, and I'm saying it again this year. I can't win at this point because if they do show up, everybody's going to say, well, you've been saying that for the last 20 years. And if they don't show up, I screwed it up again. But really, everything is perfect, Jojo. You've got anchovies, which is their favorite feed. You've got cool water, which they love.
Yep.
It just looks like that kind of year. And the one thing is, some people say, why do you want albacore and you chase the bluefin away? Bluefin and albacore can coexist peacefully together. So they're cool together. So you can have the best of both worlds.
Awesome. Well, I see a lot of people bringing up the bluefin, so hopefully that season kind of continues strong.
Yeah, it looks like
I've got
it
a
is.
trip coming up in the beginning of August, so I can't wait to go out.
Yeah, what boat are you on?
We're going to be going out on the Ranger 85.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Jake does a great job.
Yeah, so we're going to be going out on the Ranger 85 with Jake. We're going out, I think August 8th is when our trip leaves, so we're going to be targeting that bluefin, and if we get into them, yeah, I can tell you what, there's going to be some fresh poke on the menu.
Oh, well, and I hope there's some info flowing my way so I can keep the public up to date on your trip.
Oh, we will keep you up to date.
Right on.
But in terms of surf fishing, you know, you always put together the surf fishing, you know, meet with the Friedman Adventures.
Yeah, those
and you're
are
out
fun.
there at sunset. I've been there one time, and
Lots
I'll
of
go there
fun.
again. But thank you for putting that on. That's just fantastic.
There's so much fun,
Surf
Jojo.
fishing is such an easy entry for people who have ever thought about getting into fishing.
Yes.
That's like, start there.
I agree.
And exponentially, it's going to grow, and then soon enough, they're going to be on boats supporting our local boating community,
Yeah, right.
and our local sport fishing community, because it's very important that, you know, we head out there and stay local. We got all kinds of landings too, up from Ventura here at San Pedro at 22nd Street Landing, down onto San Diego side, and all the way in between.
Right,
So,
exactly. And it's great for people that may be on a budget in this tough economy.
Yep.
It's tough economy. You got 3 or 4 kids, and it's going to cost you $1,000 to go fishing nowadays on a sport boat.
Yeah.
You can go surf fishing for under $20 actually. Once
there
you
you
have your
go.
gear and everything,
For a
you're
lead,
good to go.
a swivel, leader line, and a hook, you're good to go.
100%. It's a great way to enjoy the outdoors at minimal cost.
Well, right on, Phil. Phil Friedman from Friedman Adventures, mahalo for joining us. Thank you again for sponsoring, coming down to our surf fishing tournament. We really appreciate you.
Jojo and all of your fans, I want to send you all my very, very best and tell you how much I appreciate you giving me time on your channel.
Well, mahalo.
All right. Thank you,
Okay,
Jojo.
Doug. Take care, buddy.
Appreciate it. I'm Doug.
Okay, everybody, we've got Chuck Zimmer, AKA Breaker here, who really put everything together. Thank you so much, Chuck. As a member of the Redondo Rod and Gun Club, I know all the work that you put into it. This was a great tournament. Tell us about it.
It was really, really good. We really saw the support from the sponsors. One included HoneyBadger Baits. Big shout out to everybody, Promar, CCA. I can't name them all. But yeah, it was a really good turnout. We had double the amount of people that were from last year. And so this thing's really building strong.
And it's going to only get bigger and bigger and bigger. So
It's
our
gonna
goal,
double every year. Yeah.
knowing you, Chuck, the goal is to have 1,500 people here
Let's start off with
like they
100.
had back in the 50s. But we'll start with 100. We're going to get to 100 next year. And the way that we're going to do it is all of you watching, all of you subscribing, you're going to join the surf fishing tournament next year. Tell us about some of the prizes that we gave away today.
Oh God, there was
Tons!
So many custom rods, pen fathom reels, books by Taddy, just fishing trips. I mean, it's too much to list.
It was amazing. And if you got into the raffle, you had the opportunity to win 3/4 day fishing trips on the Native Sun. You got deals on the Coronado, as he mentioned. Gift cards, $125 to Bass Pros. Chad Sasaki custom reels, not just one, but a few of those. Some rod and reel combos to get you started. We had a great turnout and great sponsorships. HoneyBadger Baits, Rifles, Rods and Broads, Friedman Adventures, Angler R Pliers, Promar Ahi. There's so many to list. Chuck, again, thank you. You did such a great job running our club as a president, putting the fishing tournament on. And as you mentioned, last year we got bigger and bigger, and this year it was bigger than last year. So next year, guess what? There's going to be a lot of rods in the water.
Oh, there's going to be a lot.
So join us for the surf fishing tournament. I got a legend in the making right here. Glen from HoneyBadger Baits. What's up, Glen?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. My name is Glen from HoneyBadger Baits. I'm from San Diego. I make custom baits from my garage or other people's garage sometimes. But yeah, I'm very happy to be here. And then I'm also trying to get everybody surf fishing and then get the community together. That's what my goal is.
Oh man, and I'll tell you what, you gotta go check out HoneyBadger Baits. I've been fishing them all tournament long. The Perchy Slayer and the Dragon Slayer. The Dragon Slayer is what got me hooked up. I got into like a bunch of croaker and those things just wouldn't stop biting. And I thought to myself, man, this is the bait. And I've seen it on your Instagram and that thing's been slaying a lot of fish.
Nice to mention that because I don't even like that one. I actually like the regular ones, the Super Slayer, but which is the same thing with the Dragon Slayer with a different curly tail. But yeah, the Dragon Slayer is pretty good. For you.
Oh, for me, in Torrance, Redondo, that's the secret sauce then. So if I go down to San Diego, I don't use the Dragon Slayer, I use the Super Slayer.
The Super Slayer. But that's for catching halibut, that's why.
What's your favorite color?
Motor oil, of course, and then the transmission fluid.
You got some new stuff coming out too.
Yep, I've got the ethanol and then I got the rusty motor oil.
What's up with all the fuels?
I'm a mechanic, so everything that I see, everything, any fluid, it's okay with me.
Okay, what's the automatic fuel coming up?
Soon? Nah.
Well, we got Glen here from, again, HoneyBadger Baits. Check him out. Check out his Instagram. Buy his stuff. It'll catch you fish. If you're surf fishing here in California, and we're going to spread this throughout, because you know what? Your baits are so good, they're going to work anywhere.
I hope so. Support your local fishermen and then your local tackle shops. That's what I want to say.
So again, thank you again, HoneyBadger Baits. They were a sponsor. Glen was a sponsor of the Redondo Rod and Gun Club Surf Fishing Tournament. Go out there, do some surf fishing. If you guys got any questions, want to get into it, hit us up online, Rifles, Rods, and Broads.
Hit them up and me.
All right, right on, Glen. Good to see you. Thank you very much for being a sponsor, a part of the 76th Annual Redondo Rod and Gun Club Surf Fishing Tournament.
Pleasure to be here.
HoneyBadger Baits, they're the best. See? These colors caught me fish.
What is that, Larry?
I got it.
Which one is which?
This one is a Scorpion Slayer.
Scorpion Slayer.
I love this one.
Where's the stinger?
Right there.
Bam.
Another one, Ultra Slayer.
Ultra Slayer. So that's the one, huh?
Yeah, a little bit bigger.
Which one is that?
Vampire.
Oh. That bug'll bite.
Yep. They bite the fish. And the Super Slayer.
Oh, Glen was talking about that. I got to get some of those. Where's my Super Slayers?
Here you go.
So Larry, so a part of this tournament, did you win anything in the raffle?
Yeah, I won a custom rod. Second year in a row. I'm really happy. And I came in second, so next year I just got to go up one more step.
Oh man, how much did you lose by? Do you remember?
Oh, he beat me by 12 inches or so.
Oh, that's what she said.
Yeah. I'm Asian, sorry.
Right on, Larry. So we got Marvin here as a part of the 76th annual Redondo Rod and Gun Club Surf Fishing Tournament, and I'll tell you, Marvin is known as the South Bay Slayer. If there's a croaker in the water, it's on the end of his rod, right, Marvin?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Oh, this guy's being humble.
I try my best.
Marvin, how often are you fishing?
Every weekend.
Every weekend?
Yeah.
And how long are you fishing?
About 5 hours.
5 hours?
Yeah, about 20,000 steps.
Whoa! So he's counting steps.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you a quick story about Marvin. I met Marvin when I was surf fishing here at Torrance Beach. Fish and myself were out fishing. We saw another fisherman, and just so happened to be Marvin. And guess what? Marvin's got a Hawaii connection, no, Marvin?
Oh, yeah, brother.
Yeah, brother. Oh, you're a couple hundred steps short. We got 130 steps. Okay, let's start jogging. Or let's just go fishing right now.
Yeah, let's go. We go.
So Marvin, what's your favorite surf fish to catch?
Croaker for the initial hit.
Yeah.
After that, Corbina. For keeper is halibut. And since I don't have perch in my area, I got walleyes. Walleyes, then perch.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I've been fishing Redondo and Torrance, and, we've been out in the same areas, and the perch are just like, they're non-existent.
Yeah.
The walleyes I've caught before, croakers, I gotta agree with you, that's the hometown break.
We go more north from where we fish, we can get them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just a little north, we can. But
Marvin, did you have fun for the fishing tournament?
I loved it. New experience. Haven't entered too much tournaments, and learn as I go, and educate the people on the sand when they ask questions about fishing. Go ahead and explain to them what we do, and the main purpose is to catch and release so the next generation can come behind us and enjoy the same thing we enjoy. That's the whole thing about it. Poaching, I'm really against it. I witnessed poaching this past Thursday night. Two guys asked me what I caught. I said, croaker. You have it? I said, no, I catch and release. They said, look what we caught. They showed me two of the fishes, which I'm not going to disclose. And one was okay, there's no size limit, but another one is a limit of 28 inches, and it was no bigger than my hand. So,
oh, that's a bummer.
Which is, what are you going to get? So I explained to them about the game wardens walk up and down, and they're here for a purpose, and you guys should think about what you guys are, educate yourself on before you do something.
And if I'm not mistaken, when I first met Marvin too, when we were fishing out in the Torrance Redondo area, the game warden actually came up on us and they asked for our fishing licenses and our license, which is just fantastic. So everybody that's into fishing or wants to get into fishing, the first thing that you need to do is go down to your local tackle shop. You can go down to Big Five, grab your fishing license, and once you got that in hand, you can do what you want, stay within the regulations. Obviously, every fish has its own regulations, so make sure you study up. It's not that difficult with Google nowadays. You can just be like legal croaker, legal perch, legal halibut, and find out more information there. But Marvin, thank you very much. Thank you for supporting our tournament.
Nice to see somebody from where I'm at.
Yeah, mahalo for joining us. Okay, we got Chris Rank here, also on Instagram as Calico Chris, right?
Yep, that's me.
Okay, and he is a big winner here at the 76th annual Redondo Rod and Gun Club. What categories did you win, Chris?
I got the barred surf perch and the spot fin croaker.
The barred surf perch. So this started off really as a surf perch tournament. So that's kind of like the prize of all prizes. Congratulations.
Thank you. And that's specifically the reason why I was determined and targeting barred surf perch.
But you know what? I saw your spot fin croaker numbers.
Right.
And as the numbers were going up, I was just like, who is Chris? Because he just got into them.
Yeah.
So tell me about how you were fishing this tournament and how you came about all that game.
So I'm down there in Newport Beach. I fish a lot in the jetties down there on, say, 36th Street down to 40th Street. There's, the handful of jetties down there, and there's an abundance of fish life. I have a couple tricks. I like to use live bait. I know a lot of people like to use artificial, but artificial only gets you up to a certain number of size, and I like to go for that winning
the
size.
Monsters.
Yeah,
monsters.
Yeah, so I've been down there in Balboa now for a handful of years. I started my own little Balboa fish group, and I do tournaments, raffles, and giveaways as well too. So I like to put the community together and keep everybody tight knit, so everybody can share information and knowledge, and the advocacy for our fishing community, like the industry. We need to keep it together because it's for our conservation and our rights that we have for the areas that we are even able to even fish. So we have to keep that close to us and keep everybody close together as well.
So you mentioned the Balboa Fish Club, or
yeah, Balboa Fish Group.
Okay.
And that's just local. It's a land-based fishing. Like we don't have like a destination or anything like that. I'm like a word-of-mouth guy. I get around and I just talk to everybody and I text everybody. I am on Instagram, but it's super small right now. But so I just get out and I'm just word of mouth, and I do a lot of texting with a lot of the other anglers down there in Newport Beach, and we all stick together and share information, and just to keep the camaraderie growing.
Well, I'll tell you what. We're obviously trying to grow this tournament. So are you going to fish this tournament again next year?
No doubt. This is my first one, and I will definitely be back for the next one. And that goes for everybody too. I'm looking forward to seeing more people come and turn out, and because I'm super competitive for me, and so Mitchell, he's the other winner in some other categories, and he's one of my really good friends, and he's up in the Santa Monica area, and I'm down there in Newport Beach, and I wouldn't know him if it wasn't for Phil Friedman. So Phil put us together, and now we've been really good friends now for a couple years, and so we had our own little battle going on, which was helping our competitiveness for this tournament, so that kind of helped my strive a little bit and stay motivated.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, guess what? This year you got the championship belt. So people are going to be gunning for you or rotting for you next year. And we can't wait to do it again. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Thanks for joining us in this tournament, Chris.
I'm looking forward to it.
At Calico Chris, right here, Fish Slayer. Barred surf perch, as well as a spotted fin croaker.
Yes.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Yeah, and those spot fin croakers, I was fishing this tournament, and the spot fin croakers, they weren't biting, right? So then when you really think about it and you get in depth to how that the weather was during the duration of this tournament, there was a red tide passing through, okay? At the beginning of the tournament, there was no red tide, and there was no spot fin croaker. As the red tide came in, the spot fin croaker followed the tide, and it followed the tide, and as I could say, like, we were more in tune with nature. Like, Mitchell's all the way up in Santa Monica Bay, and I'm down here in Newport Beach. I saw the spot fin croaker run from Newport all the way to Santa Monica. Just from communicating with Mitchell from up here and me being down there, it's like that's how in tune we were with how things were turning out.
And look how it worked out.
Yeah, so.
Awesome. And he was posting numbers, 19.5, 20.5, 18 and a half inches. Monster spot fin croakers. Chris, again, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Happy to have you here.
Awesome.
Thanks for checking us out.
I will definitely be back. Awesome.
Okay, everybody, we've got Mitch here, who was a big winner in this year's 76th annual Redondo Rod and Gun Club Surf Fishing Tournament. Not only did he win the yellowfin croaker category, but he also won the Rifles, Rods, and Broads Corbina category.
That's right.
Mitch, congratulations, my brother.
Thank you.
So tell us about what you did and how you went about it.
Of course. First, I want to say thanks, Rifles, Rods, and Broads. Oh. And if you're not mistaken, the broads are for the arrow tips, ahead of the arrows. But, it's one of the times where I heard about Rifle Rods and Broads, so I actually looked into it during the tournament.
Awesome.
Loved everything you guys do.
Sweet.
Love the tournament, Rod and Reel Gun Club, everybody, the promoters, everybody. Great turnout. What I do, so when I'm going to start with the croaker. Let's go with the yellowfin croaker. I was working really hard in Santa Monica, not far from the pier. a lot of people look at Santa Monica as kind of like a tourist hub. You go to bring the family and just walk around, some nonsense over there. Well, when you step a little farther down the beach, there's a lot of empty spots, especially because it's not too hot. And then there's red tide, which turns a lot of people away. But let me tell you, in the peak of red tide, I got at least 15 to 20 yellowfins a day in a couple hours.
Wow.
The baits are going to be, I was using mussels, which are really hard to throw, so you can get that magic twine, wrap it around, just huck them as far as you can. That was my goal. I fished a lot of the waves, but when I throw it past those waves, I can now use even like 20-pound tests. I was catching the yellowfins and spot fins on heavy line, 4-ounce weight, just bombing them out there. I know if you don't have all the gear, maybe you can't throw that far. You could use lighter weights, lighter gear. That was just something that really worked for me.
Awesome.
I get a little discouraged when the waves bring my light weights back. So that was something new, and it worked.
And you got to kind of walk the beach, right? You got to follow the current, follow the tide, and then you got to reel. But you were using how much ounces of your lead?
4 and 3 ounces, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I had to use 20-pound because when you're throwing it that hard, you snap 15-pound test, 8, 10, whatever. Right. So I was using that heavy line, and they were not line shy because of red tide, maybe.
So you got into the yellowfin, but you also got into the Corbina.
I did, and that was mainly in Seal Beach, right in Phil's backyard. Phil Friedman over at Surfside, or I think he's in Surfside.
Sunset, Sunset.
Is he Sunset?
Yeah. And he's always posting. So Friedman Adventures, obviously a lot of the people that are watching here also follow Friedman Adventures, and he invites people to go surf fishing over there, and you went there too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was going before the tournament, and we were catching corbinas consistently out there. So I figured, why leave fish to go find the fish somewhere else?
Never leave fish to find fish.
And then that too, I was catching my corbina on also 20-pound tests. I was using heavy line, throwing them very far. I wasn't getting big ones. I was getting 13s, 12s, but a lot of corbina.
And that's awesome because, most of the time I find corbina as being very finicky, and they're very line shy, but like 20-pound tests.
I'm just throwing it very far, yeah. Maybe because the big ones might be smarter.
You find the blinds fish.
I guess so. I like the blind fish. Hey, keep them coming next year, guys. Rods and broads, let's get them back. But, I'm not even the biggest corbina fisherman, but if you try, get intel from anybody, just keep talking, make friends, and you're going to find your fish.
Yeah.
Don't get discouraged because you think, I went surf fishing once and I kept getting kelp, or I kept getting my line washed right back to my feet. That won't always be the issue. Just switch it up, try different techniques. Even if it's not as conventional, it might just work. And I'm really picky on how I throw, but I switched it up and it really worked, guys. So.
And what we always tell people on the show is go down to your local tackle shops, because your local tackle shops has all the knowledge that you need. Talk with them, because guys like us, we go down there, we share information, they provide us information in return. So if you guys are interested in surf fishing, head on down to any one of your local tackle shops. Quick question, what's your favorite fish from the surf?
Halibut. See, it's not just from surf, but from shore. Halibut fishing. I'm the halibut man. I love catching halibut. I got a 22-inch ruler tattooed on my leg for measuring halibut.
Wow.
So that's my thing.
That's dedication,
I
bro.
love it. I love my hali fishing. If
right
I
on.
can give you guys my little tips on the halibut, it's going to be, I like fishing in harbors, jetties, not as much the shores because I can't work a plastic in the waves. So I take a 1/4 ounce ball jig head on a thin wire hook. I don't like the giant thick hooks. I like thinner. Gets in the mouth a lot better for the bass, even the halibut. And a 4-inch Berkeley Gulp minnow. But something else that has been really working for the past couple of years for me personally is getting the 4-inch whams and blams from Worm King and All City swim baits. Those are sturdy. They have great colors, and they're one of the oldest plastic companies, I think, in either California or even the United States. And it's kind of a forgotten company, but I've been using those a lot. And don't sleep on the Worm Kings. But 4-inch Berkeley Gulp minnows are everywhere.
Right on.
Those are simple and they just kill it.
Well, thank you very much, Mitch, for joining the Redondo Rod and Gun Club Surf Tournament. Congratulations. 2 categories. A winner, chicken dinner.
Thank you.
Appreciate
and you know what?
you.
If you guys just want to come and do something like this, come next year, because even if you're discouraged about, if you're not catching all the fish, or, maybe it's not your category of fish, you're still going to find great people. You're going to have a great time, get all the firsthand info, and the prizes and the tacos and everything is just what I do this for. So come on down next year, guys. I better see you here.
Right on, Mitch.
Thank
Mahalo.
you. Thank you. I loved it.
We got to see that tattoo.
I got a whole bunch of lines. People think it's tribal or something, but it goes all the way like up to here. I'll bust out the shorts next time.
Right on.
Right on. Thank you, guys.
Right on, Mitch. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you. That was
Appreciate
great.
it.
Great job. Thank you.
Okay, everybody, so that's gonna wrap it up. Before we go, we just wanna say a big mahalo to every angler that joined our 76th annual Redondo Rod and Gun Club surf fishing tournament. We've gotta thank all of the sponsors, and again, we'll post them here. Check it out. We've got all kinds of people: HoneyBadger Baits, Promar Ahi, Big Fish Bait and Tackle, Baja Fishing Tackle, Chad Sasaki Custom Rods, so much more to mention. Thank you so much. If you guys are interested in joining the Redondo Rod and Gun Club, we meet every Thursday at 8 p.m. Just go ahead and Google it. And also too, if you're interested or this has got you interested, give us a shout, email us, tag us, comment in the comments. We'll get you involved. If ever you wanted to start fishing, now's the time. And if you want to join next year's surf fishing tournament, stay tuned, because we'll have more information on how you can join the 2025 tournament and be a part of growing this tournament more and more and more every year. So again, mahalo, Jojo here, signing off for Rifles, Rods, and Broads.